Let's talk a little bit about this story. Maybe you've heard about it. The CBS reporter, Sharyl Attkisson, she has been saying for the last couple of weeks, you know, I'm a little freaked out by the fact that I think somebody's been going into my computer system as well. Remember when other stories started coming up about our own reporter here, James Rosen, having the same thing happen? Well, it turns out now that she's been able to prove by using security experts that somebody was going into her work computer and her personal Apple computer. It was happening overnight. She's not revealing exactly who it is, although she thinks she may know. She's been working on the Benghazi story. She's been working on green energy stories. She's been working on Fast and Furious. So could that be why people are looking into her computer? Here's Sharyl.
The computers coming on by themselves at night, my personal Apple desktop as well as my CBS
disappearing when you weren't even there. It just popped on.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I was sleeping, so they would come on in the middle of the night, sometimes one right after the other. They're just telling us what we can say more than anything right now, which is, you know, what you basically heard, that there has been an intrusion of the computer. This is not phishing. This is not malware. This is not an ordinary, as someone asked me, old boyfriend trying to look through my files.
Okay, this is big.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, and in the beginning, as would be the case with any of us, you'd just figure, well, I got hacked. You know, somewhere along the way, somebody phished, and they wound up with my IP information, and they've gotten into my particular computer. But then when you look at the stories that she has done, and like Gretchen said, she does think she knows pretty well who did it, but she's not revealing who it was. But she did tell O'Reilly last night, you know, for somebody to go into a private citizen's computer, used by a family, she said that is simply outrageous.
Not only outrageous, it's illegal.
Yeah, totally.
Of course it's illegal. And this is why this whole NSA thing is so important to find out what's going on.
You know what? It would be illegal unless somebody had a wiretap to look into it.
Or they need probable cause. The 222 years ago, they wrote the Fourth Amendment that said you must have.
Did they have probable cause with James Rosen?
But here's the interesting thing. I think they were getting into her computer before the NSA story came to light. So was it because of it? You know, I'm not so sure she falls under the NSA sort of umbrella, because we all fell under that. I think she probably was deliberately targeted because of the kinds of stories that she was doing.
I'm not saying it was the NSA that did it, but the NSA certainly needs probable cause, and whoever was going into Sharyl Attkisson's computers has to have probable cause if it's a Fed.
Well, just remember, with James Rosen, you know, the feds presented trumped-up information. Yeah, he's a flight risk, and he's, you know, aiding in well, all that stuff. And they got the court to sign off on it. So anyway, it'll be interesting to hear, you know, when she does reveal who it was.
Yep, especially in her case, because if there wasn't a court, then it would be it'd be even a worse story than James Rosen.
Right. But a court's the way you're supposed to go.